Today we're going over 5-8 more binomials, special cases on page 138 in the purple book. The objective here is to square a binomial and then define products using mental math, using similar techniques. Okay, so the square of a binomial is going to look just like this right here. Just like this right here, okay? A plus B in parentheses squared, the little 2 on the outside right there, okay? Could also be A minus B, okay? This is all that you do for this. This is even simpler than foiling. You are essentially foiling, but you're kind of skipping a few steps. You square your first term. You multiply 2 by each term in the parentheses. Then you square your last term, okay? Now, if you're adding, which you are in this first one, it's going to be you're going to be multiplying by a positive 2. If you are subtracting in this bottom one right here, okay, you're going to be doing it the exact same way, except for with a negative 2 right there. The negative 2 is right there. Okay? All right, let's do some of these, folks. Alrighty, so find each square. So again, you could do it by foiling, by doing it like 3, there we go. 3x minus 4 times 3x minus 4, and foiling or doing the tabular method. But this way is much easier because you're just squaring the same parentheses, or the same term. So, let's square first term, so it's going to be 3x squared, okay, minus 2, okay, times 3x. And I know you're like, why are we multiplying it by a negative 4? We're not going to worry about that. These numbers always turn positive because we're going to multiply it by a negative 2. Okay, plus 4 squared. Again, why is this not a negative 4 squared? We lose that negative sign whenever we're finding each perfect square. Okay, so let's do our math. 3 squared is going to be 9. X to the second is going to be x squared minus, okay, 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 4 is 24. 24x, okay, plus 4 squared is 16. There's your perfect square, okay? Alrighty, let's do the same thing down here, although this time it's going to be an addition of finding the square. So we're doing the same thing here. Let's do 7x squared, okay, plus a 2 times 7x times 5 plus 5 squared, okay? That's going to be 49x squared. Okay, we're raising each of the property, okay? This is going to be 2 times 7, which is 14. 14 times 5, let's do that over here. It's going to be 20. Really, that's 70? Okay, plus positive 70x plus a positive 25, because 5 squared is 25. Okay? I think we can all agree that the trickier one is going to be when you're subtracting it. Okay. What is the difference of two squares? So right here is the difference of two squares, okay? A plus B times A minus B. You have the same first terms and the same last terms, but one is addition, one is subtraction. So let's say if you had this. If you had x plus 2 times x minus 2. Okay? You could foil it, you could do the tabular method. Either way is going to get you your final polynomial. Okay? But in this great way, if you're finding the difference of two squares, all you do is you square the first term and you square the last term. It's going to end up in a subtraction as well. So the first term here is x, so that's going to be x squared. Your last term is 2, so 2 squared is 4, minus 4. Okay? So even if we did FOIL it, so let's just FOIL it so you can see that it is the same answer. So the first terms would be x squared. Outside terms would be minus 2x. Inside terms would be a positive 2x. And your last terms would be minus 4. Okay? Now if you look here, can't go anything with x squared. Negative 2x, positive 2x. These two bad boys cancel out, so we just get minus 4. Okay? So whenever you're finding the difference of two squares, your answer should typically only be a binomial, and the answer should have a subtraction sign in between the two monomials. Okay? So this is your final answer. Square the first term, square the last term, put a subtraction or a negative sign in between the two terms. Okay. This last part is something that we're not going to spend a whole lot of time on, but I just want you to see how dealing with polynomials can apply to using regular constant or numbers in mental math, okay? So if you want to find out what 71 squared is, erase this, got ahead of myself, okay? A simpler way is to break it up as 70 plus 1 squared, okay? And then use the rules that we just did at the very beginning of the video. We do 70 squared, okay? 2 times 70 times 1 plus 1 squared. We know what 70 squared is. 7 times 7 is 49. You're going to add 2 zeros because you're squaring it. This right here is going to give you, this right here is going to give you 140 plus 1. Add them all together. It's going to be 5,041. Okay? So what if you had 49 squared? Then you would bump it up to 50 minus 1. Do the exact same thing. And you would get 50 squared minus 2 times 50 times 1 plus 1 squared. That would give you 2,500 minus 100 plus 1. The answer would be 2,401. Okay? Again, it's not super easy, but it's an easier way to break it down versus 49 times 49. Okay? Just an option. Again, not a whole lot of time spent on that, but that is just how it is related into regular mental math. Okay? Alright, I want you to try these right here. X plus 4 squared, and then 6y minus 2 squared. So pause the video, hit play whenever you're ready. Okay, so if you got for your first one, x squared plus 8x plus 16, you're right on. For the second one, it should be 36y squared minus 24y plus 4. So, some errors that you're probably going to see is that you're going to forget to square this coefficient as well. That has to be squared as well because you're raising it to the power of 2. Okay? You apply that right there, apply that right there. That gave us 36y squared. Okay? Something else that you're going to forget to do is you're probably going to carry that negative sign with the 2 right there, with the 2 right there. Okay? You don't need to do that. Okay? I can't erase it. Gosh, come on, you little nugget. Oops. Okay? Negative sign needs to go away too. Okay? Remember, if you're subtracting, all you're going to do is apply that negative on the 2 and multiply the rest all positives. Okay? Alrighty, well, good luck. Remember, how to do this is you square the first, multiply 2 by each term inside the parentheses, square the last term if it's a negative, if it's a subtraction, then that 2 becomes a negative. Okay? Alrighty, good luck, guys. Bye.